You know, the new digital divide is
I wanted to bring that up.
It's not poor people versus rich people, because I know lots of poor people now who are on computers, right? You don't need a nice computer to participate in this world. You can get a hand-me-down from 1995 and it still works on the internet, still lets you go to YouTube and watch a video, and still lets you, you know, post your own blog and whatnot. What it is a divide between people who are passionate about something and non-passionates, you know, and I'm seeing this divergence that some people are really highly educated about something, you know, whether it be politics or plumbing. I mean, there's a lot of information out there on Google, and then people who are just, who are choosing not to participate in the world and watch Paris Hilton on CNN. And I wonder what that shift, what that divide between non-passionate people and passionate people is going to cause in society, whether the non-passionate people are going to get left behind by this world.
And are you seeing this across generations?
Yeah, you know, I talked with a PR instructor at UCLA, and she said, you know, I can't get my kids to pay attention to the war. They would rather pay attention to Paris Hilton or Lindsay Lohan. In fact, one of my friends is doing a blog on Lindsay Lohan. She makes a decent salary every month because the audience sizes are so large on Lindsay Lohan, you know. And you know, how do we get kids, or not even kids, you know, people to care about the real issues that really are going to affect our lives? You know, how do we get people to watch their city hall meetings on YouTube? That's a rough one, because right now they would rather turn on CNN or Fox News and watch, you know, 5 helicopters circling, you know, Paris Hilton driving a jail. I mean, does that really affect you? I don't think, to me it doesn't, you know. She has no impact at all on my life, you know, but the world spends so much resources, media resources, attention resources, and PR resources on people like that, and we don't spend the resources on getting the real information out of what we're doing in Iraq, or how we're going to solve it, how we're going to pull out. You know, normal people don't watch what Congress is doing, what the president's doing. We just turn that off. We don't want to pay attention. We don't think it has any impact on our lives. But that has a lot more impact on our lives than what Paris Hilton's doing. You know, the fact that we're building more and more coal plants, you know, has huge impacts on our lives, and we don't pay attention to that. We don't get involved with it. We don't understand the issues. We don't understand the difference between nuclear energy and coal energy and what it's doing for our environment. We don't listen to scientists anymore. We don't understand who is a scientist to listen to. You know, the popular media gets a lot of attention, and it's outside of what its real authority level is.
So are we heading towards an elitist future where the people that pay attention, that are watching the Scobles and are paying attention to the blogs and are watching, and whether it's Scoble, but in general, the people that are paying attention to the sorts of information explosion that you talked about, the way the people that are willing to sit and watch 3 or 4 hour videos about Nikon cameras, the people that have attention,
or world
people who are sitting there who are willing to watch C-SPAN.
I mean, I watch a blog called Global Voices Online, globalvoicesonline.org, which has hundreds of bloggers all over the world talking about, you know, getting thrown in jail in Iran because you're blogging about something, or this and that. And that, to me, that's human news. That's real news. Yeah, there is an elitism there, because it's not an elitism that's close to you. You just go to Google and search, right? It's all there. There's no blocks. There's no, you know, old men's club that decides on stuff anymore. But there is a growing shift that I'm worried about, that you're seeing people who care about that issue, those kinds of deeper issues, and where the world is going, and you see all sorts of everyday other people who would just rather, you know, put blinders on and just, you know, I don't care, I want to watch Paris. I think that's a sizable problem, even more sizable than whether the newspapers are going out of business or not, you know.
Yeah. I mean, you take a look at me and you say, here's a guy who likes his chocolate eclairs.
Yeah.
But at some point somebody's going to say, hey jerk, you got to have some meat and potatoes and some vegetables and some, you know, or else you're going to die.
Yeah.
And it works.
But we're all going to die.
No, but I mean, it works the same with our brains and the way, and with ourselves as citizens too, doesn't it?
We're going to get the leadership we deserve, right? How did we end up with George Bush? It's because we don't care. and that's sad.
Terrific. Thanks a lot, Robert. I really appreciate your time.